Chapter 1, Lesson 2, Order of Operations. So when we see that word evaluate, it means something a little bit different than solve. So what evaluate means is to do the work. So if it says to multiply or a power or add something, we actually do it. We do the work and we get one number as an answer. So it's kind of like simplifying, but we're going to get it down to one number. Now our order of operations, what our order of operations is the rules that tell us the specific order to evaluate an expression. So we have to follow them. And our order of operations is PEMDAS. You probably remember this. So pause the video for a minute and see if you can fill in PEMDAS. All right, let's see if you did it right. Did you fill in parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction? I hope you did. Now, something to put here. Remember that multiplication and division work together. We don't do all multiplication first. We do multiplication and division left to right. And same thing with addition and subtraction. They work together. And we go left to right. Now let's talk about our grouping symbols for a minute. Our grouping symbols, we usually see parentheses, but we also see brackets, and we also see these things that are called braces. Okay, parentheses are the ones that start on the very inside. Brackets would come on the outside. They mean the same thing. It's just if we need another set of parentheses, we don't put two sets of parentheses. We put a set of brackets around something else. And then if I need an even bigger grouping symbol, I can put something around braces. And in my order of operations, I work from the inside out. So I would start with the parentheses, then do the brackets, and then the braces. Okay, now let's look at an example when we evaluate. So I'm going to look for parentheses. I see parentheses right here. So I'm going to copy everything down that's there. And in my parentheses, I'm going to change 10 minus 6 to a 4 because I evaluated it. Now I'm going to look for exponents. I don't see any exponents. So now I'm going to look for multiplication and division. So I see a division sign here and multiplication here. So I'm going to do this division first. So 2 plus 5 times 4. Now the multiplication, 2 plus 20, and I get 22 as my answer. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, so I'm going to look for parentheses first. So, parentheses also includes this bracket, and then I have another set of parentheses here. So again, work inside out. So I'm going to do the parentheses before the brackets. So I have 6, bracket 32 minus 5 squared, bracket. Now I look for exponents. Here's an exponent. 6, parentheses or brackets, 32 minus 25. Now I got to keep doing those grouping symbols, so I do the brackets now. 6, and basically it's a parentheses, so it means times 7. So my answer is 42. Now when we do order of operations, we do have one little thing that makes the difference. When I have a fraction, I always do the first, the top, and then I do the denominator, and I can do them at the same time, and then I do division last. So I'm going to do on the top, exponent. So I have 8 minus 5 over 24. And then I have 3 over 24, which leaves me with 1/8 as my final answer. When I'm asked to evaluate algebraic expressions, basically I do the same thing, but the first thing that I have to do is substitute. So I substitute all those numbers and values in for the variables, and then I evaluate using my order of operations. So before I even start here, I'm just going to put 3, and I have 4 squared, but I have to put it in parentheses because I have to multiply it, plus 2 in parentheses times 5 plus 3 to the third power. So I'm going to look for parentheses. So I'm going to do what's inside of these parentheses, so 3 times 16 plus, now inside of these parentheses I need to follow my order of operations. So I'm going to do my exponents first. So 3 to the third power is 3 times 3, which is 9, times 3 is 27. So I have 3 times 16 plus 10 plus 27. So I have 3 times 16 plus 37. So I have 48 plus 37, which gives me 85.